Hey, YouTube, this is Siren Frost. Thank you guys for coming back. And today we're joined together once again with Miss Carmilla and Miss Astema for this next deck profile for you guys. And today, I decided to debut a deck that I've never thought once I was actually going to do because, I was never really that big of a fan of this certain archetype of Pale Moon, and it's called Nightmare Dolls. And I figured might as well just give it a shot because I do got most of the Nightmare Doll cards anyways. So I figured why not just add this as part of the debut. And since this is a Dark Zone deck, we are so glad that we are interested, bringing our guests Carmilla and Esma into this because they are also Dark Resonators as well. So without any further ado, let's get on the deck profile and see how this will go. My starting Vanguard will be Smiling Presenter. Now, I know many people might be saying, run the girl who crossed the gap. But that adds maybe a little too much Counterblast heavy. But it's also true that she does provide superior calling. But with her, all you gotta do is just Counterblast 1, which of course, but big right there. But what she does let you do is look at the top 10 cards of your deck and search for one card from among those 10 cards and place it into the soul. And press the rest of them plus the rest of the cards in any deck. Not in any deck. In the deck in the shuffle. Sorry, my brain's like fried. So she does help you out, search out for a certain card like Nightmare Doll Alice or Ginny or all the good stuff. Anything that you need to get most of the people like Catherine's ability off. And I'm sorry guys that I'm starting a little bit cautious because I'm pretty much sick today because I drank way too much the last night because I had a party. God damn the bars to hell. Anyways, for trigger lineup, we're playing 4 copies of the classic heel trigger Candy Clown. It's either him or Popcorn Boy, and I really hate Popcorn Boy with a fire passion, so Candy Clown is the best option for a classic deck like this. So I guess you can say Nightmare Dolls is basically one of the classics of the old school decks. So we just didn't get enough support until now. Yeah. So anyways, we're also playing 7 criticals in here. We're playing 4 Nightmare Doll Mirabels and 3 Poison Jugglers. I know people may say take out 1 Mirabel and put in a 4th Juggler because he has that 3000 power boosting. But this is mainly a Nightmare Doll theme, so Mirabel's not going anywhere. Yeah. And then we're also playing 5 stands in here. I'm playing 3 copies of Prankster Girl of the Mirrorland. This is my first time actually using stand triggers in this particular stand trigger. What she does is Generation Break 1 is put this card on top of your deck. When this card is put into your soul, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 card not named Prankster Girl of Mirrorland, put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck. So, like Presenter, she also lets you search out a unit, not named her, but put it in your soul. So, and since Pale Moon is very notorious for soul charging and superior calling from the soul, that's probably a good reason why I used to be number 1 with this deck. But it's been kind of a while since I actually won anything, so yeah. But anyways, it's just fun just to bring things out a bit. And then final for triggers, we're playing 2 Skyhigh Walkers. Now, before you jump down my throat saying, why not you play 4? I just think that, I might be thinking about picking out the Pranksters and putting in 2 more Skywalkers. But I figured, why not just try the new stand triggers first before that actually happens? So that's why he's in there. Plus, when he's put into soul, all you have to do is just countercharge a card from the damage zone. That's it. Next, for grade 1s, we're playing 4 copies of Nightmare Doll Leslie. Whenever a nightmare, and here's the gig. The whole deck almost basically revolves around Alice. So, what she does is, whenever a Nightmare Doll Alice is called from the soul, you stand Leslie. Or Liesel, or Leslie, Lucille, whatever the hell you want to call her name. I call her Leslie. So, yeah, she's basically a restander. You don't really need a stand trigger for that kind of purpose. And then we're also playing 2 copies of Nightmare Doll Juliet. I'm looking for one more of her, otherwise I have a full playset to play. But I know many people will be saying, like, why are you playing a card? That card's trash. It's not trash. Shut up. What this card does is not making her trash, is that she provides you a soul charge. As long as she boosts, then she's fine. She's basically a Minnow Harakari, but in Pale Moon doll form, and she has a sword. So shove that up your ass, asshole. Next, we're playing 4G Perfect Guard's Darkside Mirrors, just for that counter undamaged flipping ability. And then finally, we're playing 4 Masquerade Bunnies, because we're striding into this really hardcore. What she does is that she lets you search your deck for a copy of Harri and add it to your hand, as long as you just reveal a grade 3. But she's your stride fodder for Pale Moon. And I gotta say, I love the artwork. She's very burlesque. Even in the fucking anime, she looks like fucking burlesque. For grade 2, we're playing Nightmare Doll Master Brenda, or for Brenda's. She's like the only among the other Nightmare Dolls that is not a Rookoroid. She's actually an elf, so. Her active ability skill is, put this into your soul. Choose up to 1 Rookoroid from your soul, and superior call to a rearguard circle. And at the end of turn, that unit gets this ability, auto ability. When this unit is put into your soul from rearguard, choose a card named Nightmare Doll Brenda from your soul and call it to rearguard. However, this other ability here that she has, it makes no sense. But I'm sure you guys can probably tell me like what I can do about this differently. Her auto skill is, when this unit is placed on a rearguard circle from soul, choose all of this unit's active ability, and they are lost until the end of turn. So here's a question. Does that mean she loses her active ability the minute she sets foot out of the soul? You guys leave a comment section down below and tell me what you guys think about that. But I'm using her as well for a 9k attacker, so I think that's a good thing. Next, we're playing 4 copies of Nightmare Doll Ginny. Let me get these back in here. Fucker! Stay. Damn it! Okay, what Nightmare Ginny does, this little fucker here, right here. Her auto skill is, put this into your soul. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, may the cost. If you do, choose up to 1 card named Nightmare Doll Allies from your soul and superior call it. And that unit gets plus 5,000 in turn. There is actually a dangerous combination I found out just today when I first tested out this deck here. There is a dangerous combination. As long as you have an Alice in your soul, when you summon her, when you call her out to the field, you can switcheroo her out. So basically, here's a fun thing. You remember the old days that you needed Midnight Bunny and Mirror Demon to get pull Alice's ability off? Those 2 cost counterblast way too high. So, since there's a full Nightmare Doll deck almost out now, Ginny takes the spot of both Mirror Demon and Midnight Bunny, but she's at free cost. So, you just need like 1 or 2 Nightmare Doll Alice's in the soul, and she can just switch herself out, and Alice can come out and play. And if the attack hits, well, you get the gist. And to help this little process out, we're playing 3 copies of Nitro Juggler. When he's called to the Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, you soul charge a card. So, he just gets you the soul charging ability right on the spot. So, and he's just there for an 9k attacker. For grade 3s, we're playing one of the main boss units, the new Nightmare Doll Catherine. Do you want to play with my dolly? And what her skill is, continuous ability. All your Nightmare Doll allies on rearguard gets 1,000 power. And an auto skill. Counterblast 1. At the end of the battle that this unit attacked, if the attack did not hit during that battle, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 1 card named Nightmare Doll allies from your soul, call it to rearguard, and put this unit into your soul. When this unit is well, that's kind of a bit of a cheap cost, but here it is. And her auto skill is, when this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, you can search your deck for up to 1 card and put into your soul and shuffle your deck. And she's also a great 11k attacker as well. Like, I know many people say she's a dumb card to play, but this is a Nightmare Doll deck, guys, so do not disrespect the Nightmare Dolls, god damn it! End of story. And of course, we're also playing the malevolent, mischievous doll of all, the guest star, Nightmare Doll Alice, or the main co-star. And we all know what she kind of does. She has the same ability as Midnight Bunny and Mirror Demon all together in one. So that's what the main deck is about. Now for G units, we're playing 3 copies of one of the most dangerous G units, I think. I only have 3 copies of Beatrix, Nightmare Doll of the Abyss, Beatrix. She reminds me of Bellatrix Lestrange from Harry Potter. Did you guys ever get that when this card was ever named? I guess. Anyways, and I only have 3, so I need a 4th one. Her skill is choose 3 of your Rigoroid rearguards and put them into your soul. And as a cost, at the end of the battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If you have a hard card with Nightmare Doll in its name, you may pay the cost. If you do, put this unit into your G zone face up. Choose up to 2 Rigoroid from your soul and call them to separate rearguards. So she, at the same time, she does have Chrono Dragon next stage's switch to G zone kind of thing until Catherine comes out. But at the same time, she can superior call 2 more Rigoroid units. So that's why she's in there. We're playing only 1 copy of Masquerade Harri because I just feel like this deck is more Bellatrix than him. So, and what he does, he's Counterblast Generation Break 3. You can Counterblast. Yeah, you Counterblast 2 and choose. Hold on a second. Choose one of your rearguards and put it into her soul. Okay, this is the cost. When this unit attacks the Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 3 cards from your soul and superior column to separate rearguards. Then, if you have 5 or more rearguards, your opponent chooses 2 of his or her rearguards, put them into the soul. At the end of the turn, put the units called back into the soul with the skill at the end of the turn. So, he does have that Magia ability. He does have Magia ability, so. And the one thing is, I need 2 more of him to complete my other deck, so. Help! And then finally, we're playing 4 copies of Jester Dragon, Demonic Dragon. I think he's one of the best that I've ever seen. He's a Persona Blast abilities, but when he's called to the Vanguard Circle, he gets his ability. He gets this auto skill. As long as you have a copy of Jester Dragon, Demonic Dragon, you get the skill. If you do, at the end of the turn, this unit gets an auto skill. Vanguard Circle. When your unit is placed on Rearguard Circle from your soul, that unit gets plus 2,000 power into the end of the turn, and a continuous ability. Generation Break 3. During your turn, this unit gets plus 1 critical. So, and I'm guessing that's probably in effect as long as he's on the field as well. So 1, 2, 3. So, anyways, he's a really good finisher, I think. So, that's why he's in there. So anyways, guys, that is the deck profile debut of Nightmare Dolls, featuring the newest support and some of the old classic supports. So let me know what you guys think about this deck profile, and let me know there'll be a full deck list in the description down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and be sure to check out my other videos, and don't forget to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it. Comment down below, tell me what your guys' thoughts about this deck profile, and rate it, and all the good shenanigans. And yeah, so anyways guys, this is Siren Frost signing out. Have a great night. Happy Valentine's Day!